Want to know a good way to reset for the new year? Well, here are 5 steps. So let's talk about them. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Reverend Sharon Renae, and welcome to this week's Sunday Inspiration presented by Spiritually Centered. We are in a brand new year, and so a lot of times it's like, what do I do? What do I do? Let's set goals. Let's get something going. And so I want to talk about 5 easy steps that you can do to help you reset for the new year. And I'm also going to add 2 to those 5 steps that are non-negotiable. But let's talk about what you can do first. The one thing is to clear your space. So if it's smudging, if it's ringing bells or bringing in wind chimes, if it's opening up the window to just kind of let energy pass through. Here's the thing. It's not about that you have to have sage or that you have to have incense, especially if you have allergies really bad. It's the intention. The intention is what moves energy. It's that holding that intent to clear the space. So if it's nothing more than opening your window, open up your windows and give everything a good dusting. If that is your intention to kind of clear that energy, and if you love smudging and you love incense, then bring it on and do that. So number 2 is to have a meditation prayer practice. And why is this important? It's important because this is where you hear your intuition, is through this quiet space, through this meditation, through this prayer practice. And it doesn't have to be that you're sitting in a chair for 20 minutes, forcing yourself to do something. It could be, again, taking your shower and taking those 10 minutes just to relax and to focus on breathing in and breathing out and setting those kind of intentions, because meditation can help you, because you can say, show me what I need to change in order to be happy and healthy this year. Show me, tell me. And in those moments, that's where we receive that intuition. So it's really important that we give time over to that. And there are wonderful apps that you can get on your phone. Insight Timer is one of them. So if you need a guided meditation or something to go to, you can do something really short. The next thing, 3, is I want you to take inventory of your surroundings. So whatever room you spend the most time in, is to really just take an inventory, like look around and see what's there. What's there that maybe you're thinking, well, I don't like that. That reminds me of whatever. And every time I think about it, I get upsetting memories, or something that you say, wow, that just makes me really feel good. But take inventory of those surroundings and see what needs to be changed, where maybe something needs to be taken out of one room and moved to another, to revamp, re-energize that space. Because again, our home is that cocoon where we take time to heal and to reset our energy. And you can pick the room that you spend the most time in. You can pick the room that you avoid. And if you're avoiding it for reasons, it's again taking inventory. And it's like, what is off in here? So start with that clearing, open the window and say, oh yeah, it's all these Amazon boxes. Do any of you collect Amazon boxes? Right? Tear them down. We're not going to build a house with them, right? So take 15 minutes and tear some of them down and take them out to the trash. The next thing is to set an intention. And this is not what I'm talking about, a goal, but to set an intention of how you want to feel this year, of what you would like to see happen in your life. So it could be saying like, all right, how would my life be different if I could make it different? And to set that time to visualize, to see where you might want to see yourself 6 months from now. What does that intention look like? What does that visualization look like? And then start asking yourself, okay, what am I doing in that future part of me that's different from where I'm at today? What's not showing up there that I can let go of now? What is it that I want to start to shift towards, right? So setting those intentions about where you want your life to go. And here's the thing is, as you focus on that meditation and prayer, that will help. So those two things can really work together because you can get clarity with where to go with that meditation and that prayer for that intention. The other thing, to me, it's really, really important is self-care. So what do you need for yourself? And again, you can find the answer right there in that prayer and that meditation. What do I need to do to care for me? And you might immediately hear, go to the chiropractor. You might hear, get a massage. You might hear, get new clothes. You might hear, move your body, right? I don't want to exercise. But you can have that, you can ask those questions. What would help me that doesn't feel like exercise? What might be fun? Because, I'm all about, I don't want to do something if it's not fun. I want it to be fun. So it might be, I could take walks with my friends through the mall, but I want to have people with me and I want to have fun. But it's allowing ourselves to care for ourselves, because if we're not caring for ourselves, we do not have the energy to care for others or to give them our best. So it's taking that out and taking care of ourselves so that we have more to give, so that we can be filled back up. Self-care, really important. And the two non-negotiables. And they really are non-negotiable because these things move the energy. One is to continue to practice forgiveness, to look at what you need to let go of, to release so that you can move on, and the willingness to forgive. And the other is gratitude, being grateful that you're alive, being grateful that you woke up today, being grateful for what you have in your life at this moment in time that is taking care of you. But the more gratitude we have, we're building to attract wonderful things to us to be grateful for, and we're sharing and we're giving in gratitude. Forgiveness helps us to let go of the past, to be in the present, so that we can move with love and joy into the future. So I hope you find these 5 tips and these 2 non-negotiables helpful as you start 2026. And until next time, namaste.